Hey guys, just gonna do a quick review of the week. Let's see, I think I'm down just marginally. Okay, so 48, 92, negative 90. Okay, so these two wash out each other. Um, Down 122. So 50 plus 48. So let's call that $1. So I'm down 24 cents this week in day trading. And starting day trading. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm a pro, but kind of figure what kind of know what I'm trying to do. And anyway, so let me switch this back. I'm not sure why this saved like this. Hang on 1 second. So I'm going to talk about um, kind of my impressions of trading this week, and also the setups, things that I learned. So, so this is my first time using IBKR Lite. I used Pro for around 8 years, so just trying to figure it out. So I've been so these red buttons were not there. I'm just putting this there as a demonstration. So I've been using this close button to close out my positions pre-market. So pre-market, I hit these blue buttons here for buy. It's buying a limit on ask plus 5 cents. It seems to be working pretty well. The close is actually closing on the bid or closing on the ask. So in this case, it's closing on the bid. On the bid, I think. Maybe it's even closing on the ask. I actually don't know. It's really hard to configure this button. There's actually nothing to configure. But I think before I was able to do this, to configure it. I just don't know. There's no documentation on IB how to do this correctly. See, there's really no documentation. There should be there's no settings that you can go to do this. Um, so that might be a problem. I think I ran into a couple of situations where I couldn't get out right away. Um, and I think it's probably closing on the midpoint or the ask, which is bad. Oh, it's limited, of course, obviously because it's pre-market. So Lisa knows that, but that's kind of bad. So the other obviously alternative is to create the opposite of these buy, which is sell limit on the bid minus 5 cents. But as you can see here, with the 6 stocks, this is really cluttery, right? It doesn't really look good. So the only way to do this, I think, is, and obviously I'm not going to save this layout because I'm not quite sure yet, is to maybe just eliminate two of these, right? And so let's use one SP. Okay, let's sort. Okay, XT is to eliminate two of these and make it four. I really want this. Um, I'm not sure. Okay, I really want this thing to be flat, like similar to my other videos where it's flat like this, right? So I think the only way to do that is if I go. Let's see how far I have to stretch it. Okay, I guess that's not bad because then you enter here, and then immediately you can enter below it to get out. Right, so let's. Okay, so that's two. Okay, so something like that. Um, but now obviously this would not fit on two, and also this 3 months is really scrunched. It'd be better if it's a little bit bigger. So I was thinking instead of having 6, I'll do 4. So something like this. So I'll eliminate two of these, right? And then this one would be like that. Yeah, how would I actually do this? Yeah, maybe something like this. So So that's about the halfway point on the screen. So maybe something like like this, and then the 3 months would be like. So the 3 months is actually really important, as you can see in this XT and T. It really kind of indicates, how much momentum might be in a stock. Okay, so that looks bad too. So here, today, there's nothing behind it, right? So that actually still looks pretty bad. I actually prefer it this way. So it might actually just be 3 stocks, so something like this. Man, I'm just putting it out there because the first thing I want to know. So because I'm looking at, and then this is how maybe you would do it too. Is the first thing I like to know is what the 3 months look like, or what's the daily highs, right? And so I'm reading the screen from this. So I'm looking at the scanners, right? Something popped on the scanner, especially on the top of the or time on scanners, right? Time on scan. Um, that's really annoying. Every single morning I have to move that over. Um, bam, I hit it, right? It comes up, right? Okay, it's starting to move. The first thing I want to know is what's the history of this stock, right? Um, is it horrible? Like, let's see, is it horrible like this, right? Where there's like a whole bunch of resistance right above it, or is it, awesome like XTNT, where there was nothing above it? And then I like to, just immediately react to the market and hit one of those. I mean, this is a 1 minute, 1 hour chart. The way that I'm trading, the style that I'm using at the moment, it really doesn't require anything more than these two. Anything. I mean, obviously it's only a week, but anything more is just a delay, right? Because you have to process that information, and the unfortunate part is that I just don't need to use the space here, so it's kind of like kind of wasted almost, or maybe yeah, I just don't even know what I'll put over there. Let's see how this will actually look. Why is there two of these? So now I'm just gonna see how this looks. Okay, so anyway, just talking about the week. I'm down 22 cents. Is it 22, 24, 22 cents, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Um, but yeah, I just, okay, okay, that one goes away. But, I think that's kind of just important because for anyone doing a small account challenge, as you're so also, um, there's a difference between paper account and trading with something, right? Obviously, 22 cents is nothing, right? Um, well, maybe it's not nothing for everyone, but for most people, it's a nominal amount that they don't really care about. But it's something. It's not paper trading. Paper trading, I would say, is just you don't really know what you're doing in the market. You're brand new to the market. You don't even know how the buttons you want set up work. You're just getting in the market and you're trying to figure things out. Um, I would say that is what that figure out your strategy. I would say that's what the um, paper trading is for. You don't really know what you're doing, and so I think that's the benefit of paper trading. So what I'm doing now, and even if you have a bigger account than, let's just say $100 or $200, which is this challenge is based on, you really still should do something like this. You really should ease into things, something a low amount like this, because you know you just don't. No one is a trading god right off the bat, right? Unless you know what you're doing, in which case you probably would not be doing something like this. Um, so yeah, so that's why I'm doing. And for sizing wise, for a small account like this, I think this way is the proper way to do it. And we can talk, once this is profitable, we can talk about how to scale up a little bit better. But now at the moment, I'm not a profitable trader. I'm down 22 cents, which is on $100 is 0.22%, right? So that's not good. So not profitable yet. But obviously, hopefully, I should be soon. And he's trying to refine all this stuff. But while you're refining this stuff, it's more important to. So the other thing is that when you're doing paper trading, the executions are a little bit different. They're delayed a little bit. It's actually worse. I believe it's worse for you in a paper trading account than in something like this, right? In a live account with extremely low amount of money, right? It's worse because of just how when they have a paper, and I can only speak for IB. I'm pretty sure it's the same for other brokerages. When you have a paper account, it's they put you on a different server. So even though it's live data, your executions are slower, and sometimes they don't execute at all than on a live account. So that's the other thing too. So you have to keep that in mind as well. But again, you should do paper if you're absolutely brand new to the market, and you don't even know what the buttons are. You don't know how you want to trade or whatnot. So now I'm just, and also again, this, as you can see, I'm kind of nitpicking, the orientation of everything or the spacing of everything, and where things go. But this is important though, because this is the flow of your decisions, right? For me, I'm gonna be over here, right? 6 a.m. I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna line up, put up the stocks that I want from there. So I'm reading the screen from right to left, which is kind of counterintuitive because we read in the Western world from left to right. But I have my options stuff set up this way, and I like to see. Usually, when I have my options window, it's like half of this, and I have something else over. I have a Windows Explore Internet window over here where I can look up different information companies. So that's the way I've been always been doing it. So it's kind of just the way I do it. But for someone starting out, it would probably be more intuitive to put this over here and then read from left to right. But actually, I see a lot of people do it this way too, when they don't have to, like me. But anyway, let's see what the time is right here. Okay, 14 minutes. Yeah, so that's the update. Down 22 cents. I might do this method because I just don't want to get. Right now, I'm using the close button. I don't even know how this. Like, I'm not sure what the settings of this close button is. I could foresee a possibility where I want to get out and I can't get out because this is probably on the ask or the bid or something like that. Wow. Here I have more control if I were to use actual buttons. I can, configure this button, and obviously this is two, and I can, put bid negative whatever amount, and boom, I can like, in and out, like super fast. And also hotkeys don't work an IBKR Lite in the pre-market for some reason. It does with Pro. I know it does with Pro. So this is that's that's a little bit not great either. But anyway, that's the update. Hope that you find that useful. Um, let's see how we can do this. Like once I am profitable, I'll talk about the strategy a little bit more. I think it's a little bit interesting. The way I want to do it now is disregard this time. That time's not correct. So for me, in the central time zone, the market I can start trading at 6 a.m. Right. So I'm trading from 6 to about 8:05, 8:10. So that's 2 hours and 10 minutes of trading, and then I'm done. I don't do any kind of like during the normal market hours moves because I'm just doing other stuff. I'm doing options trading, and I just want to have it's kind of a niche strategy. This is really niche. If you were asked me to trade during the regular market hours, I probably won't even be even close to to wherever I'm doing now. So yeah, so it's a niche strategy. Hopefully you guys stay with me through this journey, learn something, and yeah, so that's about it. Talk to you later.